Should be set to the 720p like it was before.
And you're set to your local record is good. What?
I don't know where I recorded my Twitch TV account.
Doesn't matter. Do you need it?
I'll figure it out. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so just switch over to the main screen.
Broadcasting now. Main scene will be the pinball. So we need to adjust the camera.
Belly cam, and we're live.
Are you recording the hard drive too?
Yeah.
All right, welcome to the FSPA 2014 Volleyball House season here. We are live from Volleyball House in Elkridge, Maryland, observing Steve Jonke playing Star Trek: The Next Generation.
That's right. We're playing a double elimination knockout tournament tonight. This is week 0 here at Volleyball House. And basically what we're doing tonight is just letting all the players get used to the games, get warmed up, do their pre-plays, and we're going to show you some competition as well.
So we are welcoming all of you who are just watching the Papa TV broadcast. I hope it was a good broadcast. Unfortunately, I was too busy setting up here to be able to watch.
And doing a fine job of running the Volleyball House League with myself, Jake Peterson, as well. Mr. Wolf, don't discredit, you're doing a lot getting ready for this. So, what we're looking at here is Steve is playing, looks like just a solo warm-up game. We're getting ready to draw the next round of matches, actually. I'm going to go adjust the player cam real quick. Wolf, you want to guide me through that?
Sure thing.
I thought he was decommissioned, but he returned it. So we'll talk a little bit about strategy on Star Trek tonight, especially strategy for human beings, not pinball robots like Mr. Bowen Cairns. Maybe more how you would play in your regular league as much as see tonight, and that's a completely different strategy than if you can consistently hit that Picard maneuver over and over, which I can do in my dreams, but not in reality. We're going to get that player cam set up real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Certainly, we've upgraded our equipment a little bit since our last broadcast here. Hopefully, the sound is all right. We are using a microphone. It's on his face at the moment. It needs to twist a little bit, but it's not worth.
Do we have anybody who's still playing this round?
Ooh, very nice bump pass over there to nudge the ball over to the flipper and traps and bricks the lock-loading shot. Instead, he shoots his warp ramp, and he gets up to warp 5. Can't quite make it. Oh, nice little save there. Steve Jonke's got some incredible reflexes.
Yeah, well, this Star Trek plays pretty interestingly because the kickers next to the flippers, they're really down. I want it. All right. So they almost never actually pop. This thing feels like you're driving a Lincoln Continental when you're driving a sports car, that's for sure. It's slow, it's floaty, it's squishy. It plays really uniquely.
Shoot a 3-ball multi-ball on high speed.
Wait for one last game here in round 2, then we'll move on to round 3, and we'll get some real competitive action here on Star Trek. We have a new player with us tonight, joining me for the first time officially, though he played a little bit last season as a guest, which anybody's welcome to here in the Volleyball House. Russ Appleby, say hi to me. Thank you, Russ. How do you like it so far? This is your first official duty, but you've been here a couple times before. Are you having fun so far? Awesome. Q's challenge mode here, which is an interesting mode. Something that I learned recently about Q's challenge that I did not know before was that Q's challenge is the only mode that actually allows you to complete your light and complete your locks, and light and complete your warp ramps while you're playing the mode. In the other modes, that's completely locked out.
It will also stay on during multi-ball with no timer, so you can continue to play Q's challenge throughout multi-ball.
So there you go. So if you're about ready to start a multi-ball, might as well cue it up. I won't know. All right. And our last match has completed here. I'm going to call the next match. Okay. Last round, we have Steve beat Wolf, Russ beat Rob, Matt beat me, Justin beat Lee, Kevin beat Steve, Scott beat Barry, Audrey beat, Jason beat Audrey, and that's it. Everybody sound good? All right, round 3. Barry,
We're announcing round 3 now. I will be playing Barry on Laser Q.
Oh, it is? Okay, I can redraw the match.
Let him see if he can get it working.
Okay.
So we got a minor malfunction on Laser Q there. If you look at the player cam, you can see Scott Sidley working on the game, but it's just a drop target that isn't responding correctly. So I think he'll be able to... Oh, you redrew me on Godzilla instead. All right.
Jason versus Justin on Stargate.
That is right. I see HOOL10 is mentioning our giveaway game for this season. It is a Stern Sea Witch. It is actually going to be given away as a raffle on Saturday at our end of season party. Each person plays at any one of 3 locations. You can actually play at multiple locations. Each location for each season in a year earns you 1 entry into our raffle. So you can have up to 9 entries in a year if you play at all 3 locations for all 3 seasons. The raffle then is drawn at our end of season party for the summer, and the lucky winner gets to take the game home. Our next giveaway game will actually be a big game. So Jake, do we have a game on Star Trek or Medieval?
We have a game on Stargate.
All right. Who do we have playing Star Trek this round?
Scott versus Matt Grow.
It looks like it will be Scott Sidley versus Matt Groh on Star Trek now for your viewing pleasure. If you will excuse me now, I need to go play a game of Laser Q.
Here we have Mr. Scott Sidley on Star Trek, getting ready to fire it up with another, I believe, 3rd season player, Matt Groh. I think this is his 3rd season. We're going to see what they do. Matt just knocked me out a few minutes ago on Sea Witch. Nothing really to say about that game other than he won and I lost. There wasn't much performance involved. Sea Witch is actually our giveaway game for this season. It's going to be given away this Saturday. So everybody that participated in Volleyball House this year got the opportunity to have an entry, or I'm sorry, all of the Free State Pinball Association leagues gets an entry to win that Sea Witch, which we'll be giving away. Can't wait. I can't wait to get it in my home because I am going to win. Scott Drain on the first ball there. Not much doing. Got a little bit running. We have a wonky catch for the lock lights. Sometimes it catches it, sometimes it doesn't. So it's a little bit more of a risk than normal if you're going to go with multi-ball strategy on this game, which is the strategy that I like to play on this specific one. The outlanes are really drainy, so sometimes I feel much better going with a lock strategy than trying to get my warps the whole way up. Very unforgiving. But Matt's taking an entirely different strategy and started a mode there. Not much happening on that one, though. So I'll talk a little bit more about strategy. We'll see what Scott does. I think that he's a warp guy. Could be wrong. Yep, he's going warp. So basically what Scott's trying to do shoot around the left orbit, comes to the upper right flipper, and then shoot up the ramp. It's called the Picard maneuver, and each time you do it, it gives you 2 warp numbers. The goal is to get past warp 9.0. After warp 9.0, it becomes very lucrative. So basically, 4.5 Picard maneuvers will get you there, or a combination thereof. Ooh, Scott with a little bit of a drop catch and a little bit of finger magic there. He is picking Search the Galaxy. This is a shoot everything mode, hence searching the galaxy. So we'll see what he finds on his search. Traps up on the right, back down, and to the left. Basically, everybody's just trying to find the ramps at this point. It's been about a month and a half off, so nobody's touched these machines. Very nice Picard maneuver there. That was the combo that I was talking about earlier, the right or the left orbit to right upper flipper shot. Scott's sending the ball every which way but loose here, and up the right ramp, complete skill, no luck involved. Completing another warp there. He's now at warp factor 7 with a double spinner. Warp factor 8, so oof. Got his extra ball there. Had 1 to go before he hit his warp 9, which is really where you want to be if you're playing the warp strategy. So he has it going pretty well there, but unfortunately after that ball, it starts back down to 0 again. Matt's going to use the warp strategy here too. Let's see how this goes for him. Swing and a miss. Little rattling around. Ooh, almost down the left out lane there. And then starting Time Rift. Time Rift is another fun shoot everything mode. I think there's different everythings you have to shoot, but you know, basically just shoot the flashing shots. All of those Star Trek insignias you see, just shoot them. Each one pays. Cash it, cash it, cash it. I believe 3 or 4 will get you your dilithium chip, which is basically just 50 million points. Can help you if you make it to wizard mode. I don't think either of these guys are playing a mode strategy though. They're really just trying to get their warps going. In essence, there's 3 different strategies. You can go do a multi-ball, and normally 2 of these will kind of overlap. But the 3 basic strategies are a mode-based strategy where you try to play through every mode, much like the new Star Trek that came out. There's a multi-ball strategy where you try to shoot up the right orbit, which will light a lock, shoot it again to lock it, 3 locks to get you to multi-ball. Multi-ball pays in jackpots. And then there's a third one, which is the warp factor strategy, where basically you just want to shoot warp after warp after warp and try to get it the whole way up there. And the higher your warps get, the more points it pays, and the better off you are. So we see Scott here. There we go. Scott's got it up into command decision. He's going Q. So he's going to try to double down on those warp ramps, it looks like. We'll take a look over in the chat here. What do we got going on in the chat, Wolf? What's people got to say?
Well, we've got a question from Kugel Hagelfish about Sea Witch. Unfortunately, Sea Witch is in the other room, which is a little too far away from the Wi-Fi to give a reliable signal. So, no, unfortunately, not today.
But we will have our, I believe, we're talking about having our stream set up come to our league party, so there might be one last chance to get that Sea Witch. We're going to have our summer party at a collection with over 30 games, some of which are very rare. So we might have some unique streaming opportunities or unique recording opportunities. I don't know if we'll be able to stream or not, but at a minimum, maybe we'll be able to catch some of the more fun and unique games on camera to be able to share with people. Some amazing collections here in the area.
For tonight, we have it set up for Star Trek, and with a little difficulty, we can put on Medieval Madness. Once the tournament thins out a little bit, we might be following players, though. So we do have here tonight Airborne, Medieval Madness, Star Trek, Doctor Who, Baywatch, Stargate, High Speed, Godzilla, Laser Q, and 4 Million BC.
Looks like Scott's really starting to get dialed in on that warp orbit. He's missing his upper flipper shot every time. There we go, and around warp 9-1. So here's where we're really starting to see a payday. 9-1. Just keep hitting that left orbit, and you're hot to trot. Now you have a 10-second countdown timer in between each set of warps. So he is now down to 2 seconds. He better do something fast, or it's, I believe, back to warp 4, and that is it. He is back down to warp 4. All that for naught. That's a hard one. Wouldn't you say so, Justin Day?
Yeah, I'd say so. This game's done that to me more than once. I feel his pain.
But Scott is unflappable. So he'll get right back on that horse, and I would not be surprised to see him build it right back up. If there's anybody with a strong will and a full head of steam, this league is Scott. But now he doesn't have to worry about that because we're talking multi-ball.
See if he can nail these gun shots.
Oof.
Missed that.
You have the opportunity to shoot up to 3 of those gun shots, each one for an increasing jackpot. After you miss one or make all 3, lets the balls rip, and then you have to shoot either right up the center, or left orbit, or the left side ramp for a jackpot. Each time you shoot one of those shots, it's worth 1x, then 2x, and 3x jackpots. So let's just watch Scott shred this up.
Typically, I'll let, if I miss the gun shot, I'll probably take one more pot shot during the ball save from the left flipper if I can to get a single. And then I'll let them all drain, let the jackpot build up on the pops, and then just go for supers on the left ramp, left side ramp.
Scott is just flowing here. Slow it down a little bit, buddy. That would scare me. I would try to trap up. But these flippers do not get very vertical, so this is a difficult game to trap on.
There's a super right there for me.
Very nice. Oh, almost a loop there for a big payday. Nice, nice. Left flipper to knock the ball out. He's going down the center. Scott's really on point here. There we go. Trap on the left. Oh, he doesn't even sit on it. Right back to the action, man. Here we go. Woo! Another nice shot. Oh. Now the out lane. Oh, cashing one more in with a warp. Very nice. Very nice way to close it out. A 1,000,002. He effectively doubled his score in that multi-ball, I think, if not a little bit more than that. Really, really excellent multi-ball here. It's a very unforgiving machine, and see that much coming out of a multi-ball? Not too shabby.
He's doing a good job staying away from those out lanes, which are notoriously terrible.
And then he flips out lane right as you say that, of course. Good thing the kickback came in to save him. So Matt is going to have his work cut out for him. Okay, and Scott does have an extra ball here as well. We're playing Volleyball House League rules, which dictate 1 extra ball. So the clinic continues.
What do we got going on in the chat over there?
Not much right now.
That's okay.
Talk about our standings so far.
Okay, very good. So far we are now almost wrapped up. You're watching the last game in round 3. We have... What's that? Huh? Oh, okay. Sorry if you couldn't hear me out there. Okay, so what we're looking at here is Russ Appleby, the newcomer, still undefeated after 3 rounds, as well as my cohort here that's been yapping over the past couple seconds, Justin Day, still undefeated. We've got William Wolf, my partner in crime, with 1 strike, still in, just defeating Barry Schwartz on Godzilla. And we've got Mr. Steve Yonke undefeated as well. Wow, so we've got 3 undefeateds and Wolf with a strike. Wow. So the losers have lost and the winners have won. I'm in the former category, unfortunately.
All right, so Matt's only got, 1.8 billion to go here.
Yeah. Easy. Let's do what Scott did.
You know, 2 billion is a really good target score in this game. I always consider that pretty much a winning score.
That ain't gonna get it done.
It's going to be rare when more than one person's going to put that kind of play up, particularly here at Volleyball House.
Okay, so that is the end of round 3. Scott gets the win. Okay. It's Scott beating Matt. Russ beat Kevin. Justin beat Jason. Wolf beat Barry. Steve. All sound good? Okay. Justin versus Wolf on Doctor Who.
I'm first.
Matt versus Scott on Formula UBC. Russ versus Steve on Trio Pack.
Nothing on Star Trek right now?
What's that?
Nothing on Star Trek right now?
Russ is first.
So
We've got no game this round on Star Trek. Hold on one moment. All right, so we are going to switch the cameras to Medieval Madness here. Give us one moment, please.